Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. Happy what it is, Saturday night. I was trying to catch you tonight, and I'm here. I have an interesting topic today, and it's called "How to Treat Men Better." I think it's an interesting phenomena in our society that unfortunately um, with all the mass and feminist movement and everything, um, women are encouraged to try to emasculate men and make fun of men and so on and so forth. I don't think it's a winning strategy. I do not support when men degrading women and when men are inappropriate. But I would say that in many mainstream media and woke media and all of that, there is a lot of kind of degrading, discouraging things. And today I want to talk. Actually, I have an audio that I was thinking we could listen. And yes, I have no idea. I just know this author. Her name is Alison Armstrong. I know her work, some of it. I read some of her one of her books. It was she has a very wise, interesting perspective on understanding the man, their nature, and so on. I find it very helpful, and I think you can never do too many things to understand each other better because I believe that nobody wins in gender war. There is nobody who is winning in that war because we were not meant to be alone. We were not meant to fight. We were not meant to only live for ourselves. We were not ever meant to only um have self-interest and overconsumption. We were meant for more. Yes, thank you. All love, peace, and harmony. Exactly. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. There are so many topics we could talk about, but today I really felt that um I wanted something very calm and pleasant. We all know how many events are going on that are not as wonderful, but I just want to focus on peace. And maybe when we make it to the end, I'm gonna play audio. I'm gonna go do a second live. I wanna play some like a bit of old retro holiday music. Just have tea. I have an allergy, a little bit of an allergy. I'm okay. It's a we have snow. I don't know if you can see it. We have snow. Maybe you can see a little bit. It's snowing. It's coming down. And yeah, it's coming down. Hey, John, good to see you. Welcome. Dolly Parton. Somebody asked. Oh my gosh, I love Dolly Parton. So that's a beautiful compliment. I'm actually a huge fan of Dolly Parton. I love her attitude. I love her energy. I love her femininity. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for the gift. I love it. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Let's see who sent the gift. Demi, 1988. Thank you, Demi. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's a new feature. You can now send a gift. You can send a super chat, super sticker, but you can also send a gift on the vertical streams. And you know that I love vertical streams. So thank you so much, Demi, 1988. Yeah, so I was talking about Dolly Parton. I want to talk separate life about femininity. Um, to me, I watched a couple of interviews of Dolly Parton, and I just love how classy she is. Maybe I should make a reaction type of video to her when she was interviewed by that Barbara person and that Barbara person and how classy she was. She's a legend. Not to mention how fantastic she looks, how I'm sorry. This is a vintage fur, and it's shedding a little bit, so it sheds a little bit. But I don't know. Do I have anything else? I just kind of want to keep it. Maybe I'll change it. But yes, I'm a huge fan of Dolly Parton. I've heard about her, but I've never watched the videos about her. When I came to US, I watched some yeah, she still performs, yes, and she looks phenomenal. She looks, people say, "Oh, surgery," you know, she keeps herself in such a tremendous shape. No surgery will help you to have that body, that mood, that attitude, that smile. Of course she's using some things, but everybody does. I just admire her. I just admire her so much. She's a beautiful woman. And one thing I love about her the most that she is a beautiful person. She has so much love for people. She has all those donation places, how you supporting children. She's just a beautiful soul. So, don't get me on Dolly Parton. Thank you for the compliment. I will maybe make a live or reaction to her, because I think we can learn so much from these iconic women. Thank you so much for the flower one time. Thank you for the jewel dingle Kingleberry. Thank you for the flower. I love these little encouragements that you sent. Thank you so so very much. Yeah, I'm it was we have wind and snow, and I almost had courage to go live outside, but then I changed my mind. Maybe tomorrow, well, let me think. Maybe tomorrow, when it's not as wet, I will go. I love going. I don't know if you can see it, but well, it's snowing. I always have such elevated mood when it snows. I think it's like maybe somebody could relate to this. Uh, when I was growing up, I'm originally from Eastern Europe, particularly from Kiev, Ukraine, as my native city. I've been in US living for a long time now. Almost, well, a long time, a lifetime. And but when I was growing up, we would have, the moment we have some flurries or snow, um, it would just create this Christmas mood. It was so so special to to be anticipating the Christmas. Thank you, Alex. He says your eyes are stunning. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you. Thank you. Uh thank you, Jason. I wish I would have some of my. Well, I have John. John, are you still here? How are you? Thank you. I know you like my first. Thank you. How is the weather in Pennsylvania? I'm sure you're getting some kind of snowstorm as well. I don't know. I hope it's still snowing tomorrow. I appreciate your sense of humor, guys. Thank you, Matthew. I don't know what it is. Thank you so much for the gift, for the virtual gift. I appreciate you. You guys are showering me with such beautiful gifts. And you actually, when you send the jewels, I think it gives an excellent feedback to YouTube to promote my vertical lives. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Makes a difference. Yes, yes, I know that Corgi says Dolly sent a lot of people, me and siblings too. Oh, how beautiful. Free books through literacy charity program. I've heard about that program. I have so many good memories from that. Thank you for mentioning that, Corgi. That is Corgi or Corgi. That is so beautiful. I admire her because she loves beauty, she loves to be, she has such iconic sayings, and she makes fun of herself all the time. She said, I can't believe how expensive costs to look so cheap. She was always inspired by like this kind of bright glamour, and I find it I love her self irony. um I love her storytelling, but I think the most beautiful thing is about her is that she really has. I don't think she had any children. I don't think she was able to have her biological children, but I know she loved children, and I've heard about the beautiful books that she donated to children. And we have somebody on the stream that had gotten that books with a sibling. This is what a true beauty, timeless true beauty of a woman truly is. It's a woman that lives with her heart. Doesn't matter that she didn't have her biological children. I know she must have a lot of nieces and nephews because she is from a very big family, and not a rich family. They were very humble. But when a woman have love in her heart, even if she cannot, um, even if she cannot necessarily uh, nurture her children, she will find how to nurture children of others. And this is so, so beautiful. I'm going to watch tomorrow to elevate my mood in the morning. I'm going to watch some of your interviews. I love watching her interview. She's just such a special. She's just a special human on this planet. Let me read a couple more comments as we guess it, and we actually going to listen to a podcast. I have not listened to it, but I know it's gonna be good. It's we're still listening on the audio. Soon I'm gonna be playing. I'm gonna be making horizontal lives where you can see the video, and it's gonna be better quality, but we have to get more of a live audience, so I don't go live on horizontal just for 5 people. uh wait, sorry for my forest flying everywhere. um Parker is saying, someone looks elegant this evening. Thank you, Parker, I appreciate you. What are you holding? Nothing. My fur. Are you from Ukraine? Yes, I am. I love your headband. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's just so wintry and celebrative. No snow here yet, maybe tomorrow. Yes, I hope so. Good to see you, John. Let's see. Um, okay, I'm gonna just see if I missed any really good comments, but feel free to share a few more things. Dolly Parton is an icon. I love her music, and she's incredibly generous with her wealth. Yes, yes, because she's a person who is rich inside. It's just she's an extreme. She's just a such an inspiration. If we can learn a little something from her, we already will be better human. She is just pure positivity, pure love, and pure generosity. I love that. Especially in this world, it's precious. Thank you for the kind words. Or thank you. Yes, you love my outfit. I appreciate you. Okay, well, well, well. Well, well, well. So today, I know I have probably more men on the stream, but ladies are welcome. Elizabeth, welcome. Let's see. Elizabeth, darling, welcome, moderator and a member in the house. It's evening here, right? So, hello, Turkey. Uh, I take up applications, Perom. All right, we are about to listen. Okay, all right. So, this is my channel. I do the best I know. Thank you, Perom. It's this is not an issue. The issue to do it right with the right person and to make it last. So, all right, let's see. You guys let me know. Hopefully, yes, we are not on fire. I love real candles. You know me. I love real candles. I like everything real. So, today's topic. Today's topic, we are going to listen to a conversation and it's called How to Treat Men Better. Some people accuse me that I only talk about what women want, but I do believe that it is very important to learn how to treat each other better on both sides for men and women. It's not game, it's not one-sided game, and I love everything, uh, every conversation where we can learn something from, make a note, and then try to apply it. So, all right. Actively. So we're gonna listen to a conversation of Chris Williamson. He has a big podcast, and with Alison Armstrong, she writes amazing books to understand men. So I don't know how long we're gonna listen to, but I hope it's gonna be good. To women get more out of men, as in treat men in a way that they want to be treated, that causes them to behave in the best way that they can to serve their partner, to create this alchemy that ever refines and transcends and includes, I think is wonderful. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you. It's a privilege.
Thank you for the gift. Ethan Stone.
An love. People choosing love again and again and again over everything else. It's probably the easiest way to describe it.
There's a lot of different routes to heaven on earth.
Yes.
What's the one that you've chosen?
Um, oh boy, there's so many ways to go with this. I would say the one that I've chosen has to do with paradigms, exposing paradigms, revealing paradigms, reverse engineering how the way that every paradigm makes certain things easy, simple, obvious, and makes other things impossible. And if the results that you want are impossible in the paradigm you're operating in, get a new one, invent a new one, and even trade them out. Like, ah, this gives me access. Okay, let's go there. And since I started studying men in February of 1991, when I found out I was bringing out the worst in y'all, which was great news. I don't know if you've seen that in any of the content you've watched. This is the best news. Can I swear?
You can swear as much as you'd like.
We have a policy about swearing, and that is that we do.
Swearing. You're proudly pro.
But only because you can't separate truth from transformation. If you water down the truth,
you can separate truth from transformation. Okay, I like this already. You can't separate truth from transformation. Okay, so if transformation requires a bit of cursing and is genuine and passionate, then oh well.
water down transformation.
You are molesting the truth by getting in the way by limiting people's ability to use language.
Well, you, you water it down. And I'm all about potency. And so precision and potency, I think like an engineer, so reverse engineering, and then depending on the result you want, like there's such a thing as too potent for a particular result.
Yeah, it's too refined, too condensed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or
I love words.
yeah, or there's in some cases I'll generalize. I'll generalize and I'll swing the pendulum so people can find themselves. So it's purposely imprecise. Right?
Yeah, the best songs do that as well.
The best
Songs, music songs. I think there's a degree. I think there's a degree of vagueness in lyrics. So for a long time, just because I hadn't
thought about it enough. I assumed there was nothing that could be said in a song that couldn't be said in a book or a podcast because I have way more words. I'm way more precise. I can explain, I can revisit, I can loop back, I can come from a different angle. But there's tons of stuff that you can say in songs, regardless of the fact there's a melody. There's stuff that you can say.
So I think what she's gonna be talking about is reverse engineering. You know how sometimes we wanting a result from somebody, we trying things and they don't work and we blame everybody. But sometimes you need to think about the result you want from a man or from a woman, for example, and then try to reverse engineer and see where you need to start. Because when you are doing the same thing and try to get a different result and you keep doing it, it's just that's why most people are so exhausted. That's why most people are just creating narratives where men and women just cannot win. And yeah, I mean, it's I don't actually watch right now. I don't watch anybody who is working for the dark side and working for the destruction. I see enough of it. There is no point to contribute your attention to the negative things.
Same poetry that I can't say on a podcast. Yes. You go, well, the poem is limited by its pentameters and the syllables and the phrases. And how is that the case? Well, because the vacuum, the absence of explanation allows people to inject themselves into the story and it sucks them in. So the purposeful vagueness resonates. Well, that's why Keys of the Kingdom and the Queen's Code and the sequel to the Queen's Code, which will be the King's Code, that's why they're um, like there's sex in those books, but it's vague. The more explicit you are in a sex scene, then people are judging. Like, do I want that or no? I don't want that. You just leave it, just broad brush strokes, and then everybody finds himself in there. They feel it.
Okay, let's see. Thank you. You have a cool aesthetic, look like an Eastern European princess. Thank you so much. Yes, I am from Eastern Europe. I love this aesthetic, especially in winter. Yes, it is real, of course. Of course. It's actually it's a vintage fox, so the fur is flying around. Somebody says she's trying hard for attention. I want to disappoint you. I hope I won't disappoint you, but or maybe I hope I will. I don't care. I don't have to try hard for attention. I have it more than I would like to have it because the type of style I have always gets attention, sometimes unwanted, like yours. But there is nothing I can do because I'm not gonna change my style because of people on the internet. You know what I mean? Ah, okay, okay. So I'm gonna continue because
Can resonate and yeah, can get through. I meant easy to please. How rigorously are you using the word please? However it lands for you.
1 second.
Okay. Right. We'll go in then. So there's please and there's pleasure. And when men talk about pleasing women, they're talking about causing pleasure. Thank goodness. That's how you mean it. For women, which I assert is from being the smaller and weaker gender, by virtue of the hormones that kick in at 21 days of gestation, if you're destined to have ovaries, or sometimes I call them undescended testicles, um, we're just always going to be that way. The physical strength is a function of testosterone, and so because of that,
Yes,
if you think of
you're supposed to be strong, dear man. Don't make us being stronger than you, okay? Hey, Leighton, thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. You know, it's so interesting. You know, I'm trying to do something and I have Like some people enjoying the stream, and some people just want to come and try to make something less than pleasant. And we supposed to be, just because of our hormones as women, as females, because I'm talking about gender, about the hormones, we're supposed to be this gentle. We are by nature, we don't have as much strength, we don't have as much stress resilience. But so often what happens is men, instead of taking pride in protecting, providing, getting better, you don't find anything better than try to go and tear apart somebody. For me, I have too sick of a skin, so I wish you luck to try to do it, especially here on the stream. Parker says, love and marriage goes together as a course and horse and carriage." Yes, exactly. I don't know. I'm not originally from US. I will need to look who is Peggy Bundy. Probably somebody famous. I did not grow up here, but I'm not trying to look like anyone. I'm just being myself. I have probably, I don't know how many hundreds of videos. I'm always in glamour. That's just something I enjoy. That's just something I enjoy. And if you do not, if you would rather have see me in pajamas, I won't give you that pleasure. Talking about pleasure, you're not gonna get that pleasure, because I'm doing things for myself. And as a side effect, some people enjoying that as well. That's just a style, my darlings. Conscious Cookie Monster says, "Your style is cool. You actually put effort into it. In America, people just don't care how they look in public. Don't tell me about it." I was there about a week or two ago. We went to see Kiev Grand Ballet. We saw a beautiful ballet performance here in where I live, about 2 hours. We made a whole plan with my best friend to go and enjoy the ballet, and I was hiding my eyes because I didn't want to see. There were a couple of people put together um put together, but unfortunately there were so many people wear leisure wear. Oi, my light. 1 second. Sorry, guys, my light. You see how different it looks? This is not a filter. This is just light. You look like you look. Let's see. Let me see. This is not a filter, just a light. You see, like this, you look very crazy. Like this, you look nice. I'm just showing to you. YouTube doesn't really have a filter. Yeah, it makes you look very unflattering. So when you guys go live, or I mean, if you do a FaceTime or Zoom, make sure that your light is always up, not from down, because you're gonna have lines on your face that you don't even have. So uh what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we went to a performance. We went to see the Kiev Grand Ballet. Kiev Grand Ballet is a ballet from Ukraine. It's a beautiful ballet. Um, it's just phenomenal. It's a Russian school of ballet. It's just phenomenal. And um, so many people came looking absolutely um, out of place. Mothers did not dress their daughters, to wear a nice dress. There were a few girls that were wearing dresses, but I think they're themselves doing ballet. But so many people show up in leisure wear. That's all I'm saying. In leisure wear. So leisure wear is workout clothes, leggings, and I mean just workout clothes. And I find it so disrespectful. It takes years and years of extreme hard practice for ballet ladies to be able, and gentlemen as well, to be able to perform that art, to be able to show that beauty. It's like it's an art and sport together. It's such a special event. And so many people just came as if they just roll out on from the couch and they went to a ballet. It's not about showing off, it's about showing respect to yourself, showing respect to others, and showing respect to the occasion. And I was there with my best friend. Maybe I will post a video or a short, because I made a few snapshots of us and couple short videos. The ladies who were running the administrative, the older ladies had been there for decades, their families has been there, they were administrators in the theater. They gave us so much love, they praised us so much, because we showed up looking very glamorous, and we just made their night. They were so nice to us, and they were just delighted to see somebody still taking ballet as a special occasion. It was just, it was a learning moment. I was thinking about it. And in our culture, in Eastern Europe, usually you bring flowers too. Next time when I go to a performance, I want to bring bouquets of flowers. There were a few people who brought flowers, but we actually were on the balcony this time. So that's why I didn't bring. But I think even with a balcony, you can go stair flight down and still bring the flowers, because they deserve that manifestation of love. And seeing this beautiful, it's not a band, but this beautiful ballet from my native city. I'm originally from Kiev, Ukraine. Seeing them, they had a tremendous performance. We watched Snow Queen. It called Snow Queen, and one of the very famous performances. And it was like you are on another part of the world. It was absolutely glorious. The choreography, the costumes, the bell rings, it just was. It was, I did have tears in my eyes, because it was so tremendously beautiful. And I'll be honest, I was embarrassed for American audience, because half of the no more than half, I would say 80% of people came looking like they just went out for a walk in the forest. And again, it's not about the brands, it's not about showing off. You can go to a thrift store with about $15, and you can, or $20 maximum, sometimes 10, sometimes 5, and you can get yourself dark pants and a white top. You can get a button-up shirt, and you can get a pair of pants if you're a guy. And if you're a girl, you can get yourself a velvet dress for $15 at the resale shop, or you can ask. But the funny thing is, the tickets are pretty pricey to go to places like this. So if you can afford the ticket to ballet, you can afford to just put decent clothes. Doesn't have to be luxurious, doesn't have to be first, you don't have to be glamorous, but just showing respect, because people have been working for years to be there. Man, I really want to put some music on somehow. I don't know. I want to put some Christmas music. I will be my most ruthless moderators are not here right now, but John is here. John is getting ruthless. Yes, all the senseless and disrespectful things, you can put them in timeout, or you can, if it's something nasty, you can block. I don't mind. I am, you know what? I think I might put some lovely music on the background. Hey David, welcome, member in the house. Thank you. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you, by the way, for your message. I really appreciate you. And I will get back to you either tomorrow. I've been very busy with, I'm sure you too, with the holidays. I have a couple more details to work out with you for our project, so to speak. So I will reach out to you either tomorrow or Monday. But thank you for your beautiful message. I just saw it before the stream. I really appreciate it. I feel very I feel it made me feel very warm. Thank you. And David is saying, Went to ballet in Moscow. That was quite an experience. No one was in sweatpants. Oh my gosh. You couldn't pay somebody to do that. It's just so inappropriate. So inappropriate. Yes. I mean, you should be taking that stuff serious no matter where you live, and you don't have to. People are afraid of of overdressing. It's a funny that you're saying. So I think there is some truth that I'm always overdressed by American standard, but I don't care. You know why? Because I only live once, and because I'm a woman, I was born to shine. And I think that if you're afraid overdressing, then dress some regular clothes that make sense. Put some normal, regular button-up short and normal pants. Black pants, white short, blue pants, I don't know, beige short or red short. That's it. You don't have to be like exquisite like some ladies, or some people who are into fashion. You don't have to do nothing exquisite. You can do very straightforward, basically, how to say this? You can do something very, very classic, very, very low key. That's all. You can be very, very low key. And yes, I do have one of my projects that I have a retro shop. So I love classic. I don't always look like this, but very often. And I really love it, and nobody had complained. But the thing is, talking about this, is that so somebody afraid to get overdressed, that's why they come in pajamas, or they come in yoga pants. You're afraid to get overdressed, so you come with a completely wrong attitude. You come looking inappropriate. You come looking like you don't care. You have no respect for the event, for the people. Imagine, I know that in United States people dress for the funerals. Imagine coming to a funeral wearing pajamas. Imagine coming to a funeral uh wearing yoga pants. I mean, is this where we going? Going to the funeral wearing yoga pants? Is this is our new way of being? How awful is that? How absolutely awful is that? 1 second, guys. I'm gonna switch my camera for just a moment. For just a moment. I feel it, I need it. I laughed at sweethearts I met in school, all in the sweethearts. I don't know. I don't know if you can see. I have some angels. They actually antique angels from Bavaria. I just want to have a bit of a holiday mood. I took one look at you. That's all I meant to. And then my heart stood still. My feet could step walk. Hello, darling. Hello, Fuchsia. Wonderful to have you again. Welcome. Hey, Stan. Hey, Camille. Thank you so much. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving weekend to all. I know a lot of you work hard. I know a lot of you deal with a lot. It's life. I never lived at all. When it's snowing, I can't help but be in a Christmas mode. Yes, I'm going to have so I won't I won't be able to monetize the video, but we gotta have the vibes. It's my day off today and tomorrow. Oh, how wonderful, Fuchsia. I'm very, very glad to hear that. We need that. Somebody says you could be famous. You're so pretty. Thank you. You drunk though? Not drunk. I'm just happy. Is it true you and YouTuber superstar though? Need a woman like you. Send me an email. Maybe we'll have somebody because I have a very small matchmaking project. So could somebody drop my email, please? Um, I'm gonna read a couple more comments and we're gonna. It can be snowing during the blizzard, and Eastern European will still dress up. In America, like we are going to Walmart daily. Yeah, I know. I dress up like there is no tomorrow because, I have my first shop, so I sell glamorous winter clothes. So for me, it's blizzard is a great time to dress up. So it's wonderful. Uh, John, I really appreciate Eastern European standards for men and women. We had an Austrian exchange student, and he always dressed with care, even for school. Yes, very proper, very organized, very put together. Yes, it just. So yeah, if you're afraid of dressing, I suggest be afraid of showing up to public in lounge wear, workout wear, yoga wear, um, and pajamas. I think people should be more afraid of being seen in pajamas than being overdressed. People Sometimes people would try to put you down for dressing up, but you just like the only reason people try to make fun of you sometimes when you dress up is because they are extremely jealous. They are extremely jealous because one second. They are extremely jealous because they know they didn't put any effort that morning and they're very embarrassed. They are very, very embarrassed how they show up to the world, so they try to tear you down so you don't look good. But always say, that's just my personal style. But thanks for noticing. Thanks for noticing, darling. But what's interesting, 9 out of 10 people would not have that negative reactions. You may have a group of friends or, you know, communities, notice women who are dressed badly or dress bad, they are often very negative. Like they have this like I remember I went to this brunch with one candidate, so to speak, and we were sitting next to the couple and we were having a riot. We were enjoying ourselves, and this couple were sitting, and the woman, she just had this expression like she was beautiful. She would be beautiful, but she was mad. She was very, very mad that I put effort that morning because she was beautiful. She was wearing a sweatshirt. She could have still be beautiful even without any makeup or nice clothes. But because deep down she knows it and she was upset and she was like, You can, sometimes we have lazy mornings. If you happen to be not dressed well, at least come with a smile and compliment somebody and just enjoy. I don't mind sometimes once in a while to be, kind of in a comfortable clothes, and still should be clean and fit and put together, but smile and think, you know what? Maybe on my next breakfast I'm going to it was a couple too. Surprise my, partner husband, and, you know, be in a better mood and maybe looking better. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you so much for the super chat. Cheers to your holiday season elegance. Thank you. I'm so excited about it. You've seen my. I think you've seen my femininity in the first page dedicated to my first and the business that I have. So thank you. Yeah. Funny enough, I'm on a mission to inspire other women. Slowly but surely, many women told me that they tried it and they get so much attention from both men and women that they're like, I see why you are doing this. I understand why you're doing this now. I mean, I don't do it because of that. It's just a side effect. I do it because I love it and it elevates my mood, and everybody else's reaction is a side effect. But they were like, I see why you're doing this. So, but thank you so much, David. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for your support and lovely gifts. I really appreciate it. That is something as ladies we can never go wrong with dressing elegantly and have nice manners. As men, you can never go wrong being a gentleman and just doing something lovely, doing something sweet. Elizabeth, thank you. 28 months, super chat. Happy St. Andrew's Day, Veronica, if you celebrated. Um, Thank you. Well, we are here on Thanksgiving, but I think that we can. Why not? Thank you. Good to see you, my darling. I will get back to you in a couple of days, okay? I'm having a bit of wild moment here, but thank you for joining the live and always supporting, always being there. Yes, we're gonna listen to the audio in a second. I hate it when pretty girls have a bad personality that it just instantly makes them ugly. It does make ugly anyone, but what if you already look ugly and you have an ugly personality? I mean, pick your battles, I would say. It is vintage, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but the funny thing, people subconsciously presume when you look nice and put together, they subconsciously presume you're a better person. It's just human mind. And rightfully so. It's not always about, having certain features or be certain type. Very often it's about being presentable. So people say, oh, she respect herself. Oh, he respect himself. I wear a lot of casual things as well, and um I don't think that everybody should have the same style. Everybody should stand out and do their like. I do have that theatrical thing because I just love it. My sister, for example, laughs at me sometimes, but she does it with love because she knows, and um, she used to wear. My sister is type of she's kind of like a minimalist, but she's very pretty, She's very dainty and very pretty, but she used to wear a very sporty style all the time. It was okay, but then she started to wear more elevated, sophisticated style. It's like modern, but it's sophisticated, elevated, and it just makes her. She's just a pretty little thing, She's just looking so pretty. We have different styles, but she found what works for her, and it makes her look so feminine and accentuates her beauty. I love it because she used to just wear sporty things, and it's kind of you're lost in this. If you're wearing sporty things to go to the forest, that's one thing, but we're gonna listen to the voice to the interview, but I'm getting into celebrating mode. I can't help it. It's snowing. Oh, by the way, you know what I have? I have this. Remember, I was making a live stream at the bookstore, and I saw this. It was like it is vintage inspired record, vinyl record, CD, and cassette player. It's new, but it's vintage inspired. I'm gonna try to show you. Wait. So it is so amazing. I'm so happy. And you know what? I was fooling around, looking around. I found it. So new. I think it's about $250 new. And I was like looking around my favorite vintage shop, and I found it for $25. That's another power of a feminine woman. We can find value without going out of budget. Yes, I know. I know, Fuchsia. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, and it's brand new. So it's a vintage inspired record player, CD, and cassette. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I want it for Christmas. We're gonna have family and friends. So I'm in the process of getting the house ready. And I just can't wait to put vinyl records and just, not having technology playing, but having vinyl and CDs and maybe even cassettes and just just having a jolly old time. Oh, thank you, crazy crayon. Thank you so much for the gift. Oh my gosh. It's a very generous gift. Thank you. Goodwill. No, it wasn't Goodwill. It was one of the vintage boutiques. You can find it in the Goodwill store if you can. But yeah, I think it was almost $300 actually, and I found it for 25. So I'm like, I got cash. Thanks for your super chats, my dear friends. So I'm about to play the audio. We the original topic was supposed to be we were talking about actually how to treat men better according to a very renowned um writer, Alison Armstrong. I really really love her work. She's she's very loving and very caring person. So I really really enjoy her work. So we about to start again. Thank you. Yeah, David, I was so happy because honestly that was a bit out of my uh I wasn't really ready, to buy that. I was thinking about it. I was going to put it on my Christmas list, but then I'm like, okay, that's a deal. I gotta get it. And it's perfect because we are planning, oh, snow cleaner. We are planning to do some, things to have a nice Christmas and New Year's and everything in between. Who else is craving family time? I don't know what it is. craving family time, close friends time, hot food time, fireplace time, candle time, all of it. Just need to have it. By the way, do you see? I don't know if you see my light. It's a teapot. It's a teapot. Um, let's see. Teapot. How to say this? Lamp. Yeah, it's a teapot lamp. So cute. So, all right, we're gonna go back to this. Okay, guys, 1 second. 1 second. I don't watch 90 Days Fiance. I don't watch any shows. I can't. I think I tried to watch it along. First of all, I don't have TV. I don't have Netflix. I don't want to have it. But I watched some pieces of 90 Day Fiance. They reached out to me years back because of my channel. Uh, they actually reached out to me from the show. Uh, but I forgot why. I'm sorry. I don't remember now why is it what they wanted, but it's not interesting to me. Maybe it would be interesting for the channel to discuss it, I guess, but I know it's probably all, they probably find like really peculiar couples. Oh yeah, they reached out to me about this guy. I think he was my client too. I remember him. He gets scammed so bad. He gets scammed up and down. Yeah. I find you so incredibly beautiful in every way, right down to your fingernails. Thank you. A blind man could tell you're beautiful, for a man beholds your beauty. My day is always better. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Thank you. My grandmother has a tipa lamp. I thought it was magic lamp, a genie inside. Yes, it's vintage, of course. Yes. Veronica, you don't need 90 days. Exactly. Exactly. You got to seize the opportunity. No 90 days. That is funny. Thank you, Richard. I agree. Wait. I love this music too, as you know. All right. Let's see if we can listen both.
Millennia of survival mostly depended on physical strength. Earth is a physical paradigm. There's physical dangers. You need the brawn, and so and it's lasted all this time. And I mean, I've talked to thousands and thousands of women, and I would call it a human instinct, except for what I've been working on for about the last 5 years is how many survival instincts are consistent in humans, but they're not human. Like we share survival instincts with herd and pack animals, with herd or prey, pack or predators. So many of our behaviors are consistent with that, including status. Like the status determines survival. You gotta find it, build it, protect it, find your place that you want to be in the herd or the pack that's consistent with the amount of accountability that you want. Most people think of status as power, but ultimately it's accountability, the level of survival. And so we have all these behaviors, and pleasing is one of them. And for women, we're terrified of being displeasing. We strive to please and to avoid displeasing, and we're watching you so closely to see what's pleasing and what's not pleasing. The cave woman within has been tracking you since the moment you walked through the door, and you laughed at something. It's like, oh, okay, do that. Like just like noticing, and you laughed when I laughed and then I went and told you about the eyelashes. So it's a constant. You could think of it as it's a macro program and it's running in the background. How about now? How about now? Is he pleased? Is he pleased? Ooh, was he displeased just then? And we'll actually act upon it. Your expressions, your gestures, your tone of voice are cues to us to how to change and adapt so that you'll save me. Because we don't know who men really are, we think you're only going to save the women you're pleased by. And if the tiger arrives now, and we've just had an argument, right? Oh shit, I'm gonna die. That's what it
Mhm.
seems like. And so one of the things this makes us really sensitive to is preferences. We just we're just a suck for what your preferences are, and we remember them, and we think we're paying attention to your preferences because we love you. And so if you really loved me, you would be paying attention to mine.
Mm.
You would remember which drink I chose, including that when I chose the other one, I chose the blueberry, right? And it's I mean it's just one of a thousand ways that we expect a man to be like a woman. That you'd be tracking my preferences. You would you would hear all the hints as requests. You would hear criticism as a request, a complaint as a request. Well, why didn't you do that as a request that would cause you to act? And when it doesn't, we draw all these conclusions that would be what would be true for us. You didn't act upon that, so you must not care about me. It
Mhm.
never occurs to us, it
Yes.
wasn't actionable. That comment did not speak to the action command center at all. It has nothing to do with how you feel about me. So when you say please, are men easy to please? Um, there are women who spend their entire lives trying to please men, and you're not that hard to please. It's just not worth much. You don't the point in a man's life for what he cares most about is being pleased. That's like,
This is really interesting. She talks about that it's our survival instinct as women to be on the good side of a man because we believe, if you have any kind of confrontation with us, you will not protect us, from a saber tooth tiger or any danger. So very, very interesting point. That women are more agreeable and easy, easy, like conflict avoiding a lot of times because our survival for so many thousands of years depend if we are on the good side of men. But we as women don't feel loved when you don't remember what we like, what we prefer, to eat, to go. And the opposite is true. We feel very loved and cherished when you remember details, when you remember little things. Ladies, who can relate? Okay, I see. I get a message. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Fan forever. I appreciate you. Thank you. Sorry, I got a email, but everything is okay. It was a bit of a unexpected thingy, but I'll take care of it. Looks like no big problem. Thank you, Lily. Thank you so much for the kind words, ladies. I would like to have more ladies on the channel, especially positive ladies. I would like to teach you how to, if you interested in that, how to step into your feminine power. And thank you, Da Nati family. You're so pretty. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate your attitude. It's very nice of you. Hazard says you look like Audrey Hepburn. Thank you. I appreciate that phenomenal compliment. Thank you. She was so special. Agreeableness correlates to lower wages, less career success. Yes, I get it. That's why ideally for women to not even try to, unless that's what they truly want. um Women burn in careers and hard jobs. They burn their femininity, their usefulness, their their liveliness, their energy. Not saying that you cannot have a career, you can, but you will have to lose a lot of femininity, a lot of softness. So it's a really something to take the consideration what you get and what you give and what you would like ideally to receive, if you know what I mean. Um, you can learn as a woman to stand for your interest, but agreeableness in us is because we had to survive for thousands of years. And to be honest with you, I've learned that very well. Have been in many situations. I lived in Eastern Europe, I lived in Middle East, now I live in US. I would rather be smart and let somebody do the heavy lifting than trying to prove something to a man, especially if that man have some issues, if he is, I happen to be next to somebody who is not all there and he's very aggressive. I would rather get on his good side and inspire him to be good than try to compete with him and prove that I'm stronger, smarter, and lose all my energy and get myself in danger. So I think we have those traits, those survival traits for a reason, and we could use them to our benefit. I cannot tell you how many situations I came out clean and undamaged, unharmed because I just used my mind over men's physical strengths. If you know what I mean. I had situations I was, way too young. I didn't understand how dangerous it is. I lived in a very big city. I loved going out and I was couple times in a very bad situations, but I used my femininity to undermine a man, to seduce his mind so I can save my life. If I would try to fight him with my strengths, my physical strengths, I would lose immediately. I would lose in seconds because an average man is so much stronger than an average woman, right? Thank you, Lily. Again, thank you, fans forever. Thank you so much for the super chat. You look like a famous actress. Thank you. Um, are you an actress? Every woman is an actress, Jake. But you can make me feel more famous with subscribing to the channel. I would love it. I think Fuchsia were asking about what you missed related to survival, because women's softness, agreeableness, um, being delicate, being soft. This way, we get on a good side of the man, and he's more likely to protect us than not, right? He's more likely to care of us than not. Okay, so let's continue. Uh, oi.
All the hunting's done, all the building's done, all the accomplishments done, all the animals have been caught and killed and butchered. So now we're going to pay attention to what type of beer do we want. But it's that comes after everything that men are driven to do. We've created everything, we've protected everybody, we've provided for everybody. Oh yeah, no, I'd rather have a Dos Equis. It's so tiny, the meaning of being pleased to a man. But yet women are zeroed in on being pleasing, and then they miss the substance. They miss, I mean, would a man rather be pleased or empowered? Wow. Would a man rather be pleased or admired? Would a man rather be pleased or accepted? Would the same not be true for women if you offered them that task, that option?
Okay, wait.
Would the same not be true? Pleased or admired? Tiny, the meaning of being pleased to a man. But yet women.
I have a super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving weekend. I appreciate your lovely gift for the streams. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think it's you. I think I've seen you before, but I believe that's a first super chat. Thank you so much for that. That's very kind and very generous of you to support the stream. I feel Christmassy. Thank you. Um, I hope so to hear. Okay, so yes, we're going back. Thank you to all my gentlemen who supporting the stream. Thank you for the also for the jewels and gifts and super chats. Very much appreciated. This lady is going to ask a question. Um, Several questions. Please write comments in the chat. Men who are watching, write your thoughts in the chat. She's asking, would men rather have this or that? Please, all of you who can answer in the chat.
And are zeroed in on being pleasing, and
She
then
will ask questions in a second.
they miss.
Thank you again,
Would
Stephen.
a man rather be pleased or empowered? What? Would a man
Would a man rather be pleased or empowered? Please respond.
rather be pleased or admired?
Would you rather be pleased or admired?
Would a man rather be pleased or accepted?
Would you rather be pleased or accepted? I would love if you write your thoughts in the comments about you in particular as a man. That question is only for men.
Would the same not be true for women if you offered them that task, that option? I wish women could be that clear. I mean, that was easy for you, right? That was an easy. Those were all easy. So easy. So obvious. Yes. Unfortunately, because of the meaning we attach to it, we want it all. We want you to strive to meet my preferences and my needs and honor my
True,
values without me really talking to you about what that would look like.
true.
And of course, the mischief maker of all, meet all my expectations without me having to tell you anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
I need to be a functioning relationship.
Yes. Uh, as ladies, as women, we always hope the man is a mind reader. Mind reader. I always thought that men want to be accepted and respected first. But let me read your comments. So, Raki Bruno says admired. Steven says accepted. John says admired. Tahir says accepted. Stan says pleased. Wow. So we have a number of opinions here. Interesting. I can tell that a woman definitely wants to be admired and there is and adored. You know, this just how it is. But I would say that I could see when men want to be accepted, when men could be admired for their efforts, not for their looks, but for their efforts. And what I find very, very important is what I noticed at least that men strive to be not even strive, it's very important for men to be respected. And it's very important for women to feel respect to a man because if you don't respect a man, you don't want him even if you initially have good chemistry compatibility, even if you were intimate before you're in a relationship, but if you lose a respect for a man, you don't want to be intimate with him. You don't want to, you don't want him with your body, mind, and soul. So keeping respect is very important. Men rather be pleased, and so do I. As a woman, I enjoy my cup of coffee in the morning with my cig after I wake up. Coffee is okay, but cigarettes are not good. You know, I would not have this skin, just shameless plug, if I would smoke. Ladies shouldn't smoke. Too devastating for our health. I'm trying to see if it snows. It's too bad for us. So maybe you would reconsider.
Well, I've been accused of laughing too much. Do you know, in an interview, why is she laughing so much? I have to laugh. I mean, we have a principal in our company with a
Same.
sense of humor about it all. I have to because we're doomed. We a surprise. It's a miracle. We have opposing instincts. We seek the way I seek safety, and you're likely to seek security. You Men only use the word safety when they're talking about, okay, my family's safe, or you're safe to talk to. That's what men will say. She's safe to talk to.
Hmm.
The rest of the time, you don't pay attention to safety. You pay attention to being secure, and it's fact based. It's not a feeling. Can you delineate between safety and security for me? Some people would use them interchangeably, but I pay a lot of attention to the words men use. And as I just said, I've only heard men use the word safe in regards to safe to talk to, and my family's safe. Everybody's safe. Like the fires in Los Angeles. How are you? Everyone's safe. And 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 security is based on there's usually facts involved in security. Yeah, I'm secure. I've got this much money in the bank. I've got this track record. I'm respected by these people. I have these people owe me favors.
Hmm.
What are my connections? What are all my resources? Right? This is my influence. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're on track. This is going to turn out. And women who use the word safe a lot, and it's hard to convey, but we're always paying attention to safety. It's a constant. It's one of the estrogen creates a different kind of vision in women than in men. Hunting vision versus gathering vision. And part of that gatherer's vision is always monitoring safety. And for us and for children, for example, we're constantly monitoring safety, and it's a feel safe. It's not so much fact based, it's a feel safe.
Hmm.
And
Yes, yes,
I remember
yes.
my late husband, when he came to our Understanding Women course, and he started to get it. Living with me didn't always have him get it, even though he was my prime guinea pig, right? And whenever we'd blow up the lab, when it was all cleaned up, he'd say, "This is going to be in a workshop." Yeah, yeah.
Something about safety. Unfortunately, in this modern world, a lot of times men don't understand a women major need for safety, feeling safe. We don't always have some kind of guarantee, like you write us like a letter. Okay, you're safe with me, but it's a feeling. When we have this feeling of complete safety with a man, it's like a woman, if compare a woman to a flower, like a bud, just opening flower. When a woman feels truly safety, sure, her petals, everything, the rose start to open up in a beautiful, beautiful rose that you didn't even know this rose could could blossom like this, could open up like this. Unfortunately, in this in the world we are living in, uh, most men don't maybe know it, or maybe they're not taught that one of the most important feeling you can give to a woman is safety. A lot of men trying to push for intimacy, push for this, try to do certain things. When a woman feels this, she becomes tense and timid when man is pressuring her for anything, whatever that is. So you can always win with a woman when you know she's worth your time, she is a special woman. And just in general, you should have the safety aura around you as a man. That's aura of safety. Whether you just have an encounter, whether you're passing uh somebody in the elevator, you should always have this man's quiet, calm, and collected confidence. And just women can feel those men with who they feel safe and protected. It's the biggest compliment from a woman if she tells you, I feel so safe with you. I remember one of my very, very, very first consulting clients. He was from, he still is from Canada. He was actually a younger man that, well, I'm just saying younger, so was not as experienced as some. And he was dating a lady from Eastern Europe. And I was giving him some clues and some things to pay attention to. He reached out to me for help because he didn't know how to go about the whole thing. And I told him at some point she will tell you that she might tell you if you do all these things, if you just simply pay attention to things that I was teaching him. I told him that she will, if she tells you and when she tells you, I feel safe with you, that's a major green flag that she sees you as a man that is safe for her. She's not fearing. She can put her guard down and start opening up. Not how people outside know her, not how she's, for example, on camera or, she's on public. But once she feels that safety with you, she will start to open up her heart, her soul. She will also develop capacity to love you and to get to know you and to develop that bond. Because when a woman is fearing, she's so timid and tight. She doesn't really want to have closeness. She doesn't want to spend time. She doesn't want really to have intimacy because she doesn't know. It's like walking on eggshells. She doesn't know what is going to happen, what is going to blow up, and she's timid. She cannot fully open up, and she's fearful. So safety, when a woman tells you this simple compliment, I feel so safe with you, it means that whatever you're doing, you are doing it right. Um, yes, it's all based on mentally and spiritually, you know, people who have certain growth and self-worth and development, but we still have polarity, we have different dynamics. That's why I'm talking about it. Should I just close my channel and say, hey, if you're spiritually evolved, you're gonna do great, bye? We're going into nitty gritty of it, and this lady spent her lifetime, her life's work on researching men and women, generations, and she wrote books, and she's very pleasant. Alison Armstrong, her name is, by the way. So, I can just tell you a general statement that I hope you're gonna do well. Just evolve, ascend, be smart, bye. I cannot just come on a video and hope that everybody, uh, you know, is evolving spiritually. I love the whole point is having discussion, you know. One second.
And I'd say if you're willing, and he would say, if it'll make a difference. And oh, we got so much acknowledgement. We did sit in the back at the Understanding Women workshop, and I'm teaching men to understand women, and the women are learning to understand themselves at the same time. They didn't know this about themselves. It took about, I've been studying men, I think, for about 12 years by the time I realized I could translate a woman into a man's reality.
I can translate. Okay, wait. I can translate a woman into a man's reality. This is powerful. I'm sorry, but this is so true. This is so true because that's what I was doing with my coaching. I would decode a woman's behavior and translate not just the language, but a woman's mentality into a man's reality, considering also different cultures. So, like, no wonder I really enjoy her work because there are layers to this as well. Translating woman into a man's reality. And now again, consider age gap, for example, consider different countries, cultures, religions, consider language, and what else? Oh, yes, decoding is not an easy work.
He got it, and he got this thing like Greg is was a car guy. Right, he left me three convertibles, and including his favorite, the Porsche, and so moving in and out of traffic, and that was just fun for him. But when he found out about women's peripheral vision, and that when he would like move into a space, it occurs like that car is going to hit me on the passenger side, or there's studies that show the faster an object's going, the bigger the difference between a man's ability to track it and a woman's ability to track it. That's interesting. Yeah. So he would be he would be approaching and to slide over. Remember coming to or just come out of Las Vegas towards LA, and he slide over, and I'm sitting there, and I'm having this terror reaction, and I'm trying to fight it with fast. He's never hit a truck. 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 Never in all these years. He's never hit a truck. He's never hit a truck. He's never hit a truck.
This is why women are so nervous sometimes on becoming a backseat driver, because we have this vision, because it's for us to keep children safe. We have to see everything that's going on, and when we see certain reckless, to our opinion, things that men do, we are scared. So sometimes this is a true story. I literally have sometimes, I prefer when the man drives, so I have to, maybe not physically but mentally, try to close my mouth so I don't scare him. I would only say something if, there is something sudden, or you know it happens. Sometimes they could be a real danger, but it's kind of a challenge to keep your composure and not to create stress or overreact, because the way men see things and women see things are very different.
My body is, we're gonna die.
True, 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 true.
So I'm not sure how we got there. But where do you want to go now? Safety and security. Yeah. So if I'm pleasing you, then I'm feeling safe. But if because you there's no way that there's no way that a man who is pleased by you would not also look out for your safety. We think that. That's the. We think that, but there's so many things that women trust too much,
Mm,
including trust. But one of the things we trust too much is connection. So we feel safe when we feel connected, when we're resonating, when we're like, okay, you're with me. We have this thing going on. Like the first time you went like that, and it was like, the reaction of my body to you doing that was just, everything's going to be all right. Okay, we're connected. But again, I didn't do it for you, but I'm glad it had that. I assumed it was real. Um, but we're constantly monitoring it. So in the next moment, are you still connected? Are we still connected? But what I mean by trust too much is a woman will think, like women in sales are mystified when a man doesn't buy. But we had such a great connection.
mm,
You know, he doesn't ask her to marry him. We have such a great connection. We should get married. Like anything that you don't say yes to when we have a great connection is it's shocking. We
true,
think it should come from more than it does.
true.
Way more. Like interviewing
Hello, everyone.
things that make a person the right person to commit to, the right person to marry. Love and connection are not in the list. Well, they don't show up. Oh, we have a great connection. No, there's 12 things, and they're all factual. They're all practical. Men are so much smarter about commitment than women are, and yet you're accused of being non-committal. No, a whole other myth to blow up. I was talking to Ryan about it. Y'all are naturally committal. Testosterone creates single focus. Single focus is commitment. Specific destination, result, a goal. I mean, you pick it and your brain screens out everything irrelevant. It'd be really interesting to know what you came and focused on for today. What did I come and focused on for today? So I have a.
So that was very interesting. It's very true. When we feel that we have rapport and trust and connection with you, a lot of women take it as serious. So many women would sometimes wait, wait for a man to make a step. They feel, oh yeah, he made me a compliment. Oh, he put a like on my story. Or he put a fire on my story. Or he was nice to me in a certain way. As women, we do feel shock when he that's why so many women feel that the man loves them way more than men actually love them, is because women assume when there is something mutual, there is some mutual connection between women, assume that that this is love, that this man loves her. So many women would stay sometimes for months, days, months, years, think, oh yeah, this is my future husband. Women surprised that, oh, so we have this great sales call, you're not going to buy. It's almost like childish, because a woman with a connection, she develops trust, and she feels like, oh yeah, he's going to do that for me. Sometimes we put too much value on this. We don't realize that for a man, he's not necessarily ready to get invested yet, but we assume at almost that he's ready to be committed, which is not always the case. um Let me read a few things. uh let's see. Okay. Well, you have no kitchen, grieving Kachani, whatever your name is. You can't afford a kitchen or a woman, so what can I tell you? Veronica, you're a very lovely woman. I pray for all the right steps fall in front of your next step. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Especially considering we are, the new year is coming, and um that we are it's actually a very, very special time around Christmas, around New Year. Whether you believe in God, whatever you believe in, you can't deny, but there is certain things and processes and new chapters opening, new possibilities opening, new visions. So I really appreciate it, United Truths. Thank you. And I wish the same for you. Saluto Paul says, beautiful room. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, I will die for my family. Well, I hope you won't have to. Women do want securities. Yes, safety, security is very, very, very important. Let's see if nothing is on fire. You see, this candle is getting super short. And I'm showing whoever said that it's a nice. Well, I am working on a little Christmas vibe. I really like unique things for Christmas. I don't, well, it's usually a mix. Yes. I don't know, these angels are probably like 70 years old, or maybe more. Maybe more. They are from Germany. I love, love, love things with history, as you know. But anyway, yes, women want safety, security. There are basically three safety types that women want, and not just want, but need. Physical safety, knowing that this man can protect you from predators. And of course, he is not a threat for you physically, and he will protect you from predators. Second, emotional safety is that when you know that this man is emotionally regulated. Thank you, Roberto. I appreciate the heart. Thank you so much for supporting. Uh, that he emotionally regulated. So not only he will comfort you when you are having issues, you're lost, or you cannot make a decision, but also he will basically protect you from himself. So he is capable of regulating his own emotions. So he regulates his emotions, and he is there sturdy for you. He deals with his things. He does not lash out anger. He doesn't scream at you. He doesn't berate you, criticize you, put you down as a woman. When a man puts a woman down, it's so much better to end the relationships and put a woman down. When you raise your voice, when you say offensive things to a woman, you can she feels as if you physically beating her. We are different, we have different sensitivity and different types of the way we take the emotions. So if you raise your voice, if you have resentment, if you have certain things that you're hurting a woman with, when if you allow yourself to scream at a woman, first of all, you have issue and lack of masculinity. But if you yell at a woman, scream at a woman, call her names, it's like it's have the same effect to her body as if you were physically damaging her. You hurt her emotional body, so to speak, and to her it feels no different and even sometimes more painful than physical pain. So that's a type of security, emotional security. And the third one, of course, is financial and resource security, where she feels like her base needs are covered. And if she were to be pregnant and giving birth and being very, very vulnerable, that you got her and her basic needs, her base needs are covered and she can relax. It's very interesting because very many women uh when they feel that their base needs are covered, base needs is shelter, food, I don't know, electricity, the basic things that we need, clothing. A lot of women get out of a survival stress worry mode and they are actually able to relax and out of create abundance and finances out of their overflow because they feel safe, they feel protected, they aren't they aren't living in survival in stress. They relax, they start to play, maybe opening a shop, maybe sewing, maybe teaching, I don't know, maybe I don't know, creating clothes, maybe giving lessons, I don't know, whatever they do it as fun as a hobby. I have a number of friends that had hobby. Thank you so much for the gift, that they had hobbies and then end up making very significant extra income because the pressure, the worry was taken away. They don't know how much, what is the cost of utilities or mortgage or any other things. But the funniest thing is that man loses nothing when he takes care of it, but he gains everything because the woman opens up, she starts to shine, and she feels like without pressure, she just plain. And a lot of women who are truly in their feminine, they discover the true potential with just playing. Because when you are playing, having fun, with trying different projects, you don't have a pressure. This must work out because if this doesn't work out, I won't be able to pay half of a mortgage and half of car insurance. I won't be able to pay. What you don't, you just like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can make a vlog. I helped one of my very, very good friends here, kind of inspired her to open a vlog. And as I said, she's about 5 times more successful than I am in her own way because she does something completely different. But she has a very significant big audience, and I am genuinely happy for her. And I always laugh and I tell her, well, this is the case when the student surpassed the teacher, But she has a completely different niche, but she got inspiration, she got an idea. Her husband is a full provider, and she just was having fun, and now she makes several thousand. I think she makes about $3,000 from her channel just from the AdSense. And she basically just records her daily life, um uh, housewife advice basically. And she started, it took her a couple years to get it where it goes, but now she makes $3,000 in passive income. So her husband is not trying to get the money from her or anything like this. He's just think it's great, she's building, you know and I can see that how much it's improves their marriage and build her confidence. So I do feel a bit of a godmother, like a little bit of a fairy. She did tell me that recently again, that her husband is performing better because she's recording a vlog and her husband, he was always a good husband, but he realized other women look, and housewives, looking at him, and he started to take more pride in the way he handles things, not on purpose. I think it's a subconscious thing. When um somebody might see it, you probably will do it better, so relaxed woman who have safety and security, is a completely different woman that the one who is under major stress and survival. A woman can make it through survival and stress, but he cannot thrive. She cannot go to the next level and be able to create. Yeah, a very interesting comment, Rocky. The problem is connecting with women is that men are focused on the end goal of getting with her. I try to tell men to have an actual interest in her, that he listens to her. Yes, we fall in love with men who pay attention to detail. We fall in love. Even if you were not our type, even if we were not sure about you, when you pay attention to detail, we like, oh, this is destiny. It's 100% true. Yes. Men are more goal oriented and women are more about the process. Yes. Very, very true. Thank you so much for the flower. Oh, let's see. Thank you so much for the latest jewel. I really appreciate you. Roberto, thank you for the heart. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I need to switch off my camera for just a moment. Just a moment. And I'm gonna read your comments and we're gonna listen and then we're gonna call it a night. Right? Oi, 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 oi. Okay. I need some music. Okay, how my candles? My candles. I need to get more candles. But that's okay. I am back. I'm in holiday mode. I'm sorry. No alcohol, just snow. You know, you can take an Eastern European out of Eastern Europe, but you cannot take it out of them. If a man is worried about rejection when he's approaching women, he should not be approaching them. True. A woman has innate instincts. They can feel a man is after or before he opens his mouth. Yes. Very, very true. You should be okay with rejection, and a woman has a full right to reject you. But if you are scared, if you are insecure, a woman will reject you because subconsciously she knows you're not capable of taking lead, you don't have confidence, and it would not be good for her to mate with you and have children with you. It's all subconscious programming. We don't like men who are insecure and have doubts. We reject them. We can't help it. So very true, Raki. Excellent comments today. Wait. Oi, oi, oi. Oi. Fresno, California. Hello. Food stamps. I'm an immigrant. I'm not on food stamps, okay? So do better. Whether a woman is my date or I love her, I should honor her presence. No one will harm, no disrespect her in any way. That's part of being a man. 100%. 100%. And that's how men used to be raised. It used to be, go, you know, it used to be without saying. I completely agree. When you claim that you love a woman, you have a woman, she should be completely under your protection. It's no way around it. But right now it's considered very noble because so many men not really taking pride in their masculinity. I think for men, being able to stand and protect and do some type of martial art is so important, so important, or military training or something, so you can actually protect the woman. Gun training, whatever it takes. Thank you for the heart, man. I love this new thing with the jewels. It's very sweet. Thank you so much. It feels very rewarding, and it's also really helping the stream, so thank you. I appreciate it. Hello, reversible. Hello, George. Thank you, LA woman. So should we're gonna go. One second, I'm just looking. All right, 1 second. Thank you, cool dude, for the floating heart. I appreciate it. Thank you. There are too many women who choose not to feel safe. Yes, because they were not brought up right. They just they just feel that they don't know that you don't have to feel pain. I have a friend like that actually. And I have been she's doing a lot better. May I be so humble or not humble to say she's doing better because she met me. I told her you are literally allowing abuse. This is abuse. And no, you cannot justify abuse because it kills you. It literally, for a woman, it takes her use, her ability to have children, her ability to live, her ability to just function, her health. And so yes, some women are blind to abuse because they grew up in abuse. It actually feels familiar. Abuse feels familiar to them. There are too many women who choose not to feel safe no matter what, and may be caused by past experiences. Yes, exactly. I wouldn't want a woman in my life that I have to overcome her past. You don't have to. You don't have to be nobody's therapist. So it's a good wish. You don't have to. I believe that people must do their own healing, so to speak.
A tendency, like a lot of insecure overachievers might do, uh, to focus on control, planning, reduce down the optionality of the future, so that I know exactly how things are going to go. That makes me feel quite secure. Yes. You want to blow that one up? Is this turned into a fucking therapy session? You know what? It's not therapy because it's not personal. I understand. It's human. Let me just finish that one out. Blow me apart. No, you interrupt away. I don't know what it is. I've done over 1,000 episodes on the show, and sometimes I turn up with a real focus. There's something that I want to get out with this episode. And today, and because I'm trying to push my limits of discomfort around lots of patterns that have been around for a very, very long time, I really wanted this to be emergent. I really wanted to see what comes out of this. How does it feel to be in the room with Alison? Like, how do I feel around her, and what am I interested in? And I don't need to try and control. Oh well, because in the back of my mind, there's a bit of me that says, well, let's look at the open loop around the please men thing. And she said that that's not what's most important. So I need to go back to that at some point, and I need to say, okay, please men isn't what's most important. Let's go through that. Well, she's just opened up this really lovely window about the 12 things that you need in order to choose whether someone's the right partner. So we need to go back to that. But she's also got this window open, which is that she needs to blow open my design security. So I'm like, I've got this branching tree that's sort of getting very tentacly. But I'm also just, I really, really wanted to get comfortable with just sitting in the flow and doing that too. So I'm trying to balance both. My intention coming in was to just really sort of sit and see where you wanted to go. I trust you. I genuinely trust you. And I think we're going to have an interesting conversation no matter what, no matter how weavy it gets or how much it meanders and lists around.
Yes. Come on. Давай.
I want to hear these 12 things. I think the 12, it's too big of an open loop for me. I'm sorry. My old pattern's coming back in to get me. Yeah. There's a lot of things. What are the 12 things that people should decide whether a relationship is compatible or not based on? Oh, I wouldn't say there shoulds. It's what I've learned men look for. Okay. That makes someone the right person. Okay, so we've got. So many things you put pins in. Okay, I'm going to rattle these off without explanation, which is very hard for me to do. Getting to the point, like being concise, to me, it's like you sound cool, like when you say these things, but it doesn't serve people. It doesn't necessarily give them access to something. But I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, let's see if I can remember them all. It's a long time since I led or watched that course. Okay, so one thing, let's just start here. Doesn't emasculate him too much. Too much changes over time.
Ladies, we are not emasculating.
More stage. See? You're doing it. Come on, Alison, let's move on to number 2. Okay. God, you only got one in. Okay. 1/12 of the way there. Fucking 8%. But it changes. Okay. What's not too much to a prince? No, way too stop much to a king. Stop it. Okay, so doesn't emasculate him too much. Too much. She likes him.
I would say don't emasculate a man at all. What does it mean? Doesn't emasculate him too much. You have to understand what type of man you're with, and ideally don't disrespect, don't emasculate, because when you emasculate a man, he can't forgive you that. Please, men in the chat, tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I don't think a man really feels the same about you as a woman if he feels emasculated. I don't think that works.
Genuinely likes him. There's volumes on that. Sex. There's enough communication in sex. There's enough exploration in sex that he thinks that he could do this with this one person for the rest of his life. It's enough variety right here between us. Okay, we can do this. It doesn't have to be perfect here. Okay. All right, I'm going to drop this one. He thinks he can give her what he thinks she needs.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cliff. How he figures out what she needs is a whole topic.
Yeah. True.
Their values, as in where they come from, are compatible.
Mm-hmm. Values.
Not to be exactly the same. They can even.
Honestly, especially if you are more mature, if you're a man who's, I don't know, uh 35, even 30, 40, I don't know, 50 plus, but especially 40s to 50s, you absolutely have to be aligned on the values. Because if when you're younger, you're driven, your hormones are out of control, and you have all this drive. You have very strong drive for a woman. You can't help, you see your type and you lose your mind, right? And it can still work even if you differentiate on values, because your drive and desire is so high. But further on, when your testosterone drops a little bit, which is normal, the values, the common values, is most important thing. It's top. I would say it's in the top three, having common values with a woman, because if you don't, it kills the desire. I mean, just look at our country right now. I mean, our country. I mean, U.S. Um, for example, when I go socialize, people know that have more of a conservative beliefs. I get attacked consistently. I don't try to bring things up. I don't try to talk about politics. I don't try to talk about all this disasters that's going on. But people know, and it bothers them, that I have very strong conservative beliefs, and it will never change. It will not change to the day that I'm gone. And some people do it for fun. They try to get my reaction, but they try to get under my skin. But when I go out, I'm not a radio to tell the facts and have discussions. I'm going out to have fun. So I'm just like, haha. But if that was a very close person, if that was somebody I'm with, and he tells me things like for example, he starts telling me how great illegal immigration is, denying everything, for example, the legal people have to do, and how much danger we are encountering when we let people just invade us through the border. I'm just taking a simple issue, right? As an example. I just won't have respect for this man. I'm sure somebody else will, but I won't. If I would see this man as gullible, I would see that man as like he doesn't have a good grip on reality. And I would honestly think, if I'm an immigrant and I can figure this out and you can't, and you call me uninformed, I don't think I will have deep respect for you. I'm sorry. Yesterday when I was out and about, uh I always get, it's a rare guess, and we almost made it to the end of the dinner when I was told, that my views are this and that, and I just said, I'm going to stick with what I believe in. I have my reasons for it, and I'm going to stick. With all due respect, let's focus on the common human values, because they are more important. The whole point is to be able to have respect for each other. I can love somebody. I don't have to be close with them. I can like a person. I may not like their beliefs. I will not attack them personally because they have different beliefs. I would focus on human values instead. And of course, as always, the things are thrown, and because you don't want to go down the rabbit hole, you don't want to do it. So for compatibility, having values that align is so important, because without it, it's impossible. It's impossible to have true connection. You're gonna have everything is gonna be a battle, especially now. To me, if you're just an acquaintance, a friend, like a family member, you can believe whatever you want. But when you choose somebody close to you should be on the same page. The more the better. The more the better. Yeah, we did jokes that we almost made it yesterday without it. I'm I'm sorry. I'm an immigrant. Doesn't mean I support open borders. I don't support the illegal people storming without documents, bringing drugs that people's children die from, bringing disaster, human trafficking, gangs. No, every person I know that my immigrant friends, we all had to go through torture of American very imperfect, I agree, immigration system. I have been hurt, emotionally, mentally, with people who work in these places where you do your biometry. There were some nice people, but there were some mean people that treat you terribly. We had to go through that suffering, but it is for the safety of the country. I don't mind if they check my background. I don't mind if they check my police report. I don't mind if they check my mental health. I don't mind it. It's unpleasant, but I I'm okay with that because that creates certain level of safety. I don't want to. I'm sorry. I don't want to live in a country with Sharia law. I'm sorry. I have nothing against people who are have a different religion, but I don't want to live by the rules. I don't want to. Yesterday it took everything in me to not talk about this, but I was one sneeze away. I was like one hair away of going full conservative because this particular person was telling me something, and I was thinking to myself, maybe you want to live by Islam law. I am I choose to live here. I like certain Western values. I like Christianity. I certain values we sign for. I really, really, really do not want to go to the mosque. I don't want to see this. I'm okay with people doing their thing. I'm totally fine. And it's funny enough, I lived in Turkey. I have wonderful friends in Turkey. I have wonderful friends in Egypt. I have a couple of wonderful friends here in US. I respect the culture, but I don't want to be their culture and religion, but I don't like the radical, and I don't want to have to go and endure this. Okay. Um we live in a different way. If you want to have all that, you can go to Afghanistan for it. So you have to pay American prices but have a threat of Afghanistan regime or something. No, absolutely not. And same comes with countries like Venezuela, El Salvador, all these gangs that comes from Latin America, people who come illegally, don't have documents, don't speak the language, but most importantly, they come most many of them come with no background check, and it's just very scary. It's just very, very, very scary. We shouldn't be scared for our life. I love having people at my house. I looking forward to host some parties and having people over, but I don't open doors for everyone. We don't open doors for everyone, right? I Do you open doors for everyone? No. You get to know the person first, then you invite them to your house. You don't invite somebody to your house hoping they're a good person and then get to know them. So anyway, I had to hold this in, and I was just like, God help me, please, please. I am one sneeze away. So if that is your close person, That's important to be on the same page. It really, really is important. And you know what is awful? People always attack your intelligence and they tell you that you are uninformed. They tell you that you just don't know what you're talking about. Although you're the one who lived in communist country, you are the ones that survived the communism, but they tell you that you don't know what you're talking about. So it's an interesting dynamic, I would say. Very interesting dynamic. I made a joke about Mamdani just to get something out, to get a laughter out, and I said, yeah, I said something, we escaped communism and only to come to US to get it. And he said, yeah, but he wants to lower the prices. I'm like, and how do you think you're gonna do that? He said, I don't know, but he's promising. And I am uninformed. So that's just interesting. That's just interesting. Man, I shouldn't be talking about this. This is how passionate I am. And so it cost everything in me to not say anything and not to ruin the dinner. But I can. Let me read some comments. I'm sorry guys. I went on a tangent. I was like holding, like, please don't be the bad guy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do you like a peaceful life? Yes, I do. That's why I try to align with people who feel the same so we don't don't get triggered too often. You definitely are conservative because you're smart and gorgeous. Thank you. Gorgeous eyes, thank you. Only a beautiful person would be a conservative. Congratulations. Thank you. Women have presence and gifts that a man cannot get from anything else. I agree. But women are no longer in touch and aware who they are, what they can be for a man. I agree, and that's why I have this channel. Ladies, if you're watching me, that is why I have this channel. I want to remind women of our beautiful, miraculous power that we have. Most women had abandoned that. It doesn't mean that we no longer possess it. It gets stripped away, with the wokeism and ultra liberalism, everything that's going on, it just slipped away. They tell, oh yeah, go compete with men, go run, go have a career, put off the children. You don't need children, you don't need family, you don't need nothing. You need to buy more things. You need to run harder, study more, work more, go, 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 till a woman finds herself exhausted and unable to have children. Oh, we have a solution. We have a $50,000 uh, treatment for you, or you can use a surrogate. They literally strip away this with the modern culture. Each time I go out, guess who I'm surrounded with? The classic blue hair, the classic tattoos. It's like they encourage women to destroy. It's not like you were born ugly, but they encourage women to give away their power, destroy their natural beauty, beautiful skin, beautiful hair, beautiful body. Eat. It's okay. You know, you body positive. We're gonna be body positive. It's okay that you are 30 and you probably won't be able to have children because of how many disease that it causes. You don't need to look good for a man. And I just want to say, we don't necessarily look good for a man. We first of all look good, take care of ourselves so we can function well. Man is important as well, but because men offer us protection. But number one, it's you in your body. So you should be number one interested in be the healthiest you can at that given point of time. But they tell us, oh yeah, 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 oh, this oppression, you worrying about your weight or your physical health, oh, that's oppression. That's oppression, you know. So yes, we are living in a crazy times, but women still have the power and the beauty. And one day I will open channel for ladies only. One day, one day. Very soon. I have a feeling very soon. So, ladies, don't forget to subscribe if you will see the announcement, because I do feel on a mission to save the women of the of America and Western world, because it's painful to see women losing their beauty so early, so early in late teens, and even early in mid 20s. You already just becoming a monster with blue hair and tattoos and these things, these piercings everywhere. This is so absolutely insane. Why? Why a woman should lose her beauty? Why I go to places and I get all the attention, all the compliments? I don't want that. I want to go somewhere and look at other beautiful women, take my notebook and say, okay, this lady, I love how she talks. This lady, I love how she uh, I love your elegance. I like your voice. I can learn something from her. Oh, this lady, I like the way she carries herself. Oh, this lady, I love how she put her outfit. I want to come and take notes. I want to look at women as a beautiful art. And this is why we have so much jealousy. A woman who is in touch with her femininity, she's never jealous of another woman. If anything, she feels blessed to meet a woman with a high energy of high vibrancy, because she has opportunity to bask in that light. She has opportunity to feel that and to learn from it, and also just appreciate. It's just like, it's kind of almost like love. It feels like love when you are surrounded with brilliant, talented, gorgeous women. Like this, how my friends are. I admire them. I see them as the pieces of art. We are not in competition. We are learning from each other. We are inspiring each other. We are admiring each other. We look at each other as a piece of art, and we giving each other advice. My friend said me, oh, this is your dress. I send the messages to my friend Lana, and I telling her, oh, this is your dress, this would be beautiful for you. So it's just like a woman who truly came to her womanhood. She is never worried, she's never jealous about another woman. If anything, she gets inspired by that other woman and think, I can do this. Or maybe she doesn't want that. She just enjoys her present. It's like light, it's energy, it's just beautiful. Nothing wrong with that. John is saying you came here legally and it's not easy, but you did it the whole way. Yes, I did. I did for sure. Thank you, John. Yes. Not easy, and I would be the first person to say that American immigration system need to have a reform. The documents doesn't need to take a year. The work permission that my family is waiting for should not take months, and you don't need to pay $1,000 per each work permission when you are not permitted to work. So American immigration system just need logic and efficiency. We pay taxes for it, but it doesn't mean that you should just cross the borders and force yourself and nobody knows who you are. It doesn't make any sense. But immigration system needs a reform, needs using logic. You have people that want to work, give them. You should be able to give work authorization in an hour. They should submit a document, get work authorization, because you are going to get taxes. The people will be able to work legally. It's going to be made the correct way, and the people, the government, and the system will benefit from a taxpayer. What is the issue? Why I know so many Ukrainian people that are waiting, what, 9 months for work authorization? Like, they have to use people who understand the law and they can make logical rules. So I'm not glorifying the system, there is a lot to improve, but it doesn't mean that people with a dark past and questionable identity should just storm in. Whew, I'm going in my full conservative mode. Never trade your values for company. I agree, but sometimes you have to be a diplomat because you're connected with other people, and the thing is, those people, they're not necessarily bad. It's just we are disagreeing on things. But I must say, this time it wasn't like a real attack, because people understand that this is not going to change. So it was a bit more humorous, thank God. But it's always there. And I think it's very unfair. Like, for example, I didn't make any comments and say, well, I think your beliefs are this way because you're not smart enough, or you're not aware enough, you're not brilliant enough, you're not, your intellect is not high enough. I'm just keeping it to myself. I'm not, I don't like when people start to personally attack you because you don't agree with their values. And it's a debatable who is more educated, or who had more experience, or who lived actually and survived uh the childhood, with one pair of shoes and empty refrigerator. Okay, so it's and live my living room is bigger than my entire apartment I grew up in, with five people in one room. So it's a lovely attempt, but it's not going to work. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Please stop me if you can. Thank you, Karma Blush. I appreciate you. You still find many problems except the ones you're causing to regular people. I cause problems to regular people. You are in Turkey, but from Russia. I'm not in Turkey, and I'm not from Russia. Why play fantasy when what? I'm sorry, your comment doesn't make any sense. Women feel men's energy. It's also true that men feel women's energy. Yes. Be aware of what your own energy is. Fake is fake. Yes, it's very true. Oh, some people say that I have a fake accent. It's like I make it on purpose. That's funny. Positive is positive. Yes. Rocky, you should have your own channel. You have excellent takes on things. Sad to speak on immigration on people's ethnicity and not background, and think you're in the right. Um, Look at the jail and prisons in New York, and look at the gangs. Sometimes you just have to go over your sensitivity and look at reality. I have a very close friend who work in a police department, um and had to deal with gang from very particular countries that come here illegally. I don't care what your ethnicity is. If you come here legally, you can be from anywhere, but when you come and you create gang violence, and then you drive around with a police officer drives with the parents of teenagers trying to find the remains of their child because their child refused to be a gang member, and you know what they do to those who refuse to do it. So I'm sorry, but don't mix the definitions. I was talking about people who invade the border, who break the rules. No other country will take that. Well, now we have these very weak ass countries in, sorry for my French, in Europe that are doing this, and look at the level of RAPE. There is no more safety. I traveled to Germany before, and it's no longer safe. So I'm sorry, if you have radical religion and you think that you can come and force it on people and take advantage because of your radical beliefs, you are not welcome. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel the same about my country. If you are a criminal in my country, I don't want you here. Law is law. Basic human decency, you have to pass a check. You're not gonna open your home and welcome anybody. They a decent human. Oh, you doubt that they could be decent human? Hmm. Yeah, I'm very disappointed. Yes, exactly. United States is supposed to be the land of law. Period. Yes. Even Jesus said to obey the law of the land. Exactly. Being conservative is logical. It's not a feeling. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I want to tell you that at any point, I think I have a block time on my phone. So if my sound disappears, let me know. But if you would like to join further discussions, and we also going to have horizontal stream with videos and better edit, I mean, and some media and fun stuff. So please subscribe if you want to see me again. If you do not, thank you for stopping. I understand this not for everyone, but thank you for stopping. I love that comment. Being conservative is logical. It's not a feeling. Oh my god, I'm dying. All right. I'm sorry. You got me on that one. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you guys for the compliments. I won't read them, but I appreciate it. Hey, Fuchsia says yes. Uh, oh my god, I'm just dying laughing. I can't. Thank you, all the gentlemen, for the kind words. I appreciate it. Um, well, I have my channel to remind ladies to get in their feminine power. Okay. She's Slavic from Ukraine. Yes, exactly. A girl can be gorgeous, especially in the energy. Yes, actually, energy is the most important. It's the most important. Even if you undressed, have no makeup on, your hair not done, but when you have a genuine smile and warmth, you are beautiful, just in a more subtle way. Okay, so let's see before I get silenced. Let's see if we can listen.
Compliment you. Their futures have to be in the same direction. Are we headed the same direction? All of these are
It's a big
standalone.
one.
Each one of them matters. Someone could be 10 out of 12. No, we're not going to do this. Um, oh, golly. Ah, communication. So sex was one area of communication, but communication in general um, is productive. It's got to solve problems. Got to identify problems, solve problems. Um, on the same team, it could, the way a man put it was, when there's a problem, she doesn't make me the problem. Right? We stay on the same team. No matter what, we stay on the same team. Very hard for women to do. Okay. That's all I can remember right now.
That's okay. 8 of 12. 8 of 12. 8 of 12 is good.
Yes.
I see it.
Yes, we're gonna stop this. Yes, I agree. I think it's important to be on the same team. A lot of people, they say they want to be married or be, in a close relationships, but they are not on a same team whatsoever. They are not on. There is they kind of want to be separate but together. It's very popular. Wait. It's it's very popular right now when people kind of, for me, a true connection, when it's worth to pursue and true goals together, is when, if there are two boats, at first when you meet somebody, you kind of like two boats on a lake or in the sea. You say hello, you come out from the boat, you spend time, then you hop back on the boats, right? On two boats. So if you were look for the future, if you want to learn about the child, if you have a vision for the future, you have to decide, come out from those two boats, have time getting to know, and then go together, maybe on a bigger boat, but together. I mean, it's a process, but when you have the same vision, it's already some kind of synthesis. It's not, you are becoming one. You are becoming one. How else to explain it? I think a lot of people want to get the benefits of closeness and intimacy and trust, but they don't want to do what is required. That's an interesting phenomenon, especially nowadays when we just encourage to be a complete narcissist. In this modern day and age, there is so much money, so much advertisement goes to encourage people to be as narcissistic as possible. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the kind comments. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Yes, it's wonderful to spend time with you as well. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Um, I don't know how many of these very long streams I'll be able to do, but when I can do them, I come and I do them. You can support my channel if you want by joining the membership, because some of the streams are going to be member only, but take your time to see if that is a right channel for you to join. Of course, I would love to see you, because the more people come, when I see the overall views, I usually see some thousands, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 at overall views. It kind of encourages me to see that the message is getting out, so which is very nice. So anyway, I want to wish you a very beautiful rest of Thanksgiving holiday. I want to wish you peace. I want to wish you wonderful time, relaxation. I think tomorrow everyone is just gonna collapse on their couch from all the food and relatives and all of that. I have a house project tomorrow. God give me strength, please. Uh, but we'll see. Um, I will come when I can. If you're new on my channel, I have about 1,000 videos that you can watch. Some of them were made much earlier. You can go to description of any video and you can sign for my coffee site, where you can get my mini inputs on your situation, especially when it comes to ladies. If you struggle, I can help you. And yes, you can just see if there is anything that you would like to contribute. Feel free to write the comments. In a permanent comment section, I usually try to reply to most people. Yes, so my dear friends, thank you so very much for joining. And I don't know if I'm gonna make the stream members or general. It doesn't matter. You were here with me. Enjoy. If I can't if I can't fall asleep sometimes, I feel like I want to come out for like a very relaxed life with a cup of tea and music. I can do that sometimes as well. Hope to see you next time. And the more you subscribe, the more thumbs up, the more jewels, the more you subscribe, the sooner I'm going to see that I have active audience, and we're going to add more fun to the lives. We will be able to play some clips and things like that, which would be wonderful. Um, which would be wonderful to add some visuals. I really, really want to master adding visuals, adding clips, and so we can watch together. Maybe my next live I will do. Remember, David, when I did it was a vertical live, but I did the clips through StreamYard. I think I'm gonna do StreamYard clips so we can do that. And in order to see that, you must not only be subscribed, but you need to put notifications all, so you will be able to see it, because when you use StreamYard, uh, it doesn't push as much your video. You may not see it. Yes, I'm dying. I'm ready to sleep. I All of a sudden I feel that somebody just hit me. You can see my eyes are red. I don't know if you can see it. They are absolutely red. So time to call it a night, my dear friends. um yes, thank you, David. Yes. I appreciate. Yes, I liked it too. All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of the weekend. I will see you soon. Au revoir. Thank you, everyone, for supporting, for being here, and for your valuable thoughts, gifts, and super chats. Thank you. See you very soon. And of course, for your compliments. After 10 p.m., anybody who compliments me is a special person. Good night. Good night, everyone. See you soon. Enjoy that turkey. Eat it up. Heat it up. Wait. Good night.